following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, why every man in my thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me, big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy, big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC. Always love the clothes of Jimmy, British punk, yo, what I wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity. We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's.
Hey ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got a great show for you guys today. Before we get started, let's say hi. First to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
I'm making out with my dog. Leave me alone.
Astro, say hi to everybody. Yeah, Astro's not in. Turn him around. Okay.
Astro's enough looking. Whoa. Hey, everybody. How are we today? That's all good. Go by. We'll have a show to do, honey. Thank you.
So say hi, and
I did do hi.
Okay, what's up, chat room?
Are you not here today?
People are joining us in the chat room now. We have Cindy Lady Lake is in there. Stefan Bell. Hey, Stefan. Hey, Cindy. Thanks for the promos.
Hi, Stefan.
We have a great show for you guys today. We have Aro Rose is coming on. She hasn't been on for several years. She's got a new single getting ready to drop.
She can sing like nobody's business and perform on a stage. Boy, is she great.
And she has a new single with Chris Wyse from the Hollywood Vampires. Then we have Emmy nominee Mike Mayhall, Michael Mayhall, coming on with his new TV series, The Madness of David Judge. And so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And all our shows are good, with the exception of a few that we threw off the air because they were bitches. But okay, so here's the update on my health, everybody, if you're interested, if you really care. We finally found out what's wrong with me, and it's called MDS because we can't pronounce the whole thing. It's too long. But I have to take a shot every day for a week, once a month. So every month for a week, I go in for shots. And because my white cells and my red cells are weak in my bone marrow, and that's something that happens when you're old. So I said to the doctor, old? You're going to blame everything on old? He said, well, as you age, your body makes less whatever it is bone marrow, and that's what causes this. And the infection that I had from the operation triggered it. So anyway, who gives a shit about all that crappy nonsense? I'm going to be better in about 6 months, but I'm feeling better already.
Just knowing.
I think my body,
Just knowing that.
I think my body is starting to heal itself also, because I'm not in the shot yet. But anyway, that's the story.
Absolutely. And what's up, chat room? And I also let everybody know I don't have my big green cup today because 2 minutes ago, right before we came on the air, I moved my laptop for the chat room, and I knocked it over all over the floor.
You didn't break the glass, did you?
No, I didn't break the glass, but that's why you don't see me drinking out of it today. It's the first time in, I don't know, about 20 years.
I still have
15
mine
years.
because I'm not a clumsy fuck like you.
Yes, and you're just sitting. Anyway, hope everybody is doing well.
Did you know that people used to want these cups, remember?
Yes. I have mine. It's on the floor.
They asked where we bought them, and I have not a clue. Where did we buy these cups? You remember?
I don't know. Someplace in Pennsylvania, because we've had them since we lived in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, these cups are old.
We've been using them on the show for like 12 years or 10 years.
Forever and ever. Ever and ever. No.
Let's see. So we want to thank everybody for listening. You can listen to the show. We're on Podbean, Buzzsprout, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, and Amazon Prime. Our last two shows did really good, you guys. Last week with Mark Loverush, everybody loves all those people. We had a really fun time, and I think we broke 25,000 views on YouTube, which is a lot for us on YouTube. And our show from the week before with Stephen Mock and the mom from E.T. Now I forgot her name. Isn't that funny?
What's her name?
Her name is
Shelley? No.
Oh my God, I'm like a moron.
I forgot too.
Her name is oh my God, now I have to look it up. I'm sorry. But that show, you guys, is almost at 50,000 views just on YouTube. So it's a really cool thing. And her name is Wallace. D. Wallace. There you go. I'm sorry.
Forgive us for forgetting. But we're busy right now because, we're planning our move. So we're working on our house to make it perfectly beautiful. So when people come to see it, they'll buy it.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff going on.
And then we can move to Florida. Yay!
Thanks. Lady Lake said D. Wallace in there. Thanks. She said they love Mark and all his people. So it's terrific. And so thanks everybody for all that. I also want to thank everybody who downloaded my books. I'm starting to do really well. They have several 5-star. One of them has 21 5-star reviews. One of them has 5-star reviews. It's pretty good because I'm just starting. But I want to show them to you all anyway. The Obsidian Circle, that's the one that we did for free to see if we could get people. Lots of people bought it. 5 people left 5-star reviews, so thank you. It's a great book. You can get it. All these books are on Kindle and on paperbacks that you can get. Silver Spies trilogy, already people asking me if we're going to turn it into a TV series, which we could because Ron could easily be a Silver Spy. And it's got 21 5-star reviews, you guys, so thank you so much. Then we've got the Ashcroft Chronicles. This one's the one that just came out last week. So it hasn't done anything yet because we're just really starting to promote it. And don't forget, Pop Goes the Collector. If you're a collector person, you can watch my other podcast, Collector's Corner with Jimmy Starr. It's doing really well also. So thanks for all your support, everybody, and all the things that we do.
Okay,
And next week we're working on his.
While we're talking about books, the script that I wrote, The Gift of Magic, everyone that read it, from Paul Sorvino down to Lainey Kazan to everybody, loved it, wanted to be in it. But unfortunately, we can't get anybody right now to finance it. So rather than just let it die, or I have no head for running around looking for money to make a movie, I've decided to write it into a book. I think it's going to make a fantastic book. Now, when people read the book, somebody might say, oh, this would make a great movie, and then they'll finance me. It may be a new way of getting money for a movie. My book will be about this Jewish woman in 1943 who is a bookie, and she's married to an Italian guy in the mafia. And what they do with their family in politics and the Nazis and blowing up the Brooklyn Navy. It's just an exciting book of fun laughter, lots of good jokes in it. And if you're Jewish, you're going to love it. And if you're Italian, you're going to love it, because I brought out all of the all of the nuance of being Italian and Jewish. It's called The Gift of Magic.
The Cursed Gift of Magic.
What is it?
The Cursed Gift of Magic.
Is it the Cursed Gift?
Yes.
No, it's just the Gift of Magic. Oh, the Cursed Gift of...
Yes, it's the Cursed Gift of
Cursed
Magic.
Gift of Magic.
I mean, for right now, at least, we can change that.
Anyway, it'll be out in a couple of months.
Also, you guys in the chat room, they're asking if you guys want... I have lots of copies of all the books at home, so you can reach out on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. If you want an autographed copy, I can autograph it and send it to you. And
then I wrote quite a few plays in my day, and I'm converting all my plays into books. And they're really interesting plays, very, very funny. And yeah, it's going to be great.
So real quick, we're going to take a quick music break. When we come back, we're going to bring on our first guest. This is Maximus Tronic. We played this last week. I got a very good response featuring Trina, and they actually sent me the whole album of songs that are coming out, including this song. I think this is a great song, so enjoy Maximus Tronic's Our Last Kiss. And then when we come back, we'll be on with our first set of guests. Enjoy.
You pour another glass of wine and tell yourself that everything will be fine. And I watch my life like some TV show, and I I cry for you like you know I would. You light up another cigarette, and you say some things that I'll never forget. But I can't walk away like some kind of fool, and I take a hit like you know I would. And I never thought we'd be this, and I never knew I'd hate you. Who would've thought our last kiss was the last time for happiness? And I never thought we'd be here, and I never knew I'd hate you. Who would've thought our last kiss was the last shot at happiness? You scream as you punch out the door, and I hold my head while I fall to the floor. And I say to myself, there's more life than this. And I pray to myself that it's gonna stop. You cry when you see just what you've done, and you hold my hand so there's nowhere to run. And I stay right here like some kind of fool, and I'll wipe your tears like you know I would. And I never thought we'd be this, and I never knew I'd hate you. Who would've thought our last kiss was the last time for happiness? And I never thought we'd be here, and I never knew I'd hate you. Who would've thought our last kiss was the last shot at happiness? I don't know what to do about us. I don't know how to feel about us. I don't know how to say a word. I don't know how to leave you. I don't know what to do about us. I don't know how to feel about us. I don't know how to love you. And I only wanted love. 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 Day one, our life is like a smoking gun. Day two, I turn away the money you. Day three, it's all about me, and that's all I see is what's left of me broken.
Hey, everybody. So that was Our Last Kiss by Lee Thomas, who's Maximus Tronic. I love it.
Unusual song because it's about a man beating up a woman. And I think the subject matter is really super sensitive. And this song is a great tribute to the women that have survived abuse from their husbands.
Yes. And it's a really great show. So, all right, we're going to bring on our first guest. Let's bring her on.
Hi.
Hey!
You are your little.
Hi, Ron. How are you?
How are you, my sweetie?
You look fabulous.
Oh, so do you guys. You guys don't age. You guys.
Oh.
Well, you look like a woman now. You're not a little girl now. You look like a sexy lady.
I know. I looked like a baby last time I was on this podcast.
Right.
So you were like 21 then, right?
Yeah, I was freshly 21, so it's been a minute.
And now you're 20. That's probably 3 years, right? 24.
27 next year, yeah.
27?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't realize it's been that long. The whole time of COVID, you were out of it.
I didn't realize you're almost my age.
I know, right?
27. I'm 29.
I know, Ron, you look it.
I love it. So we have a chat room with a bunch of people in it. So say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everybody.
They're excited for
And
you.
I have to tell our audience, this gal can sing, dance, jump around. She's fabulous. Soho Johnny had an event in New York City, and she went on stage and cleaned up. She really brought the house down. Who was the fella you were singing with, the boy, the man?
Johnny Soho. I sang with
No,
him.
No, but didn't you sing with somebody else? Like somebody else
a
on
good-looking
something?
young guy.
No, I just sang Damaged with the drummer, and then I remember singing that Disney song, and Johnny Soho came on stage and we like sang together. We did like a duet on stage.
Soho Johnny.
Oh, that's funny, but he can't really sing.
He's terrible. I told him that. I said, forget singing, stick
Stick
to
to acting because he's a much better actor than he is a
But
singer.
I remember there was maybe the fella followed you, but there was another act that was really good, and it was this young guy. I think he may have followed your act. But your act, you were fabulous. Everybody went nuts when you sang.
Thank you. It was my first time performing in front of all those people. I was so nervous. I was really
You did good. You did good.
So, okay, so you guys were talking about that. First of all, is Chris joining us or not joining us? Or you don't know?
He is joining us. He'll be here in a few minutes, but yes,
Okay, that's fine. So I'll save all that stuff. I'll save all that stuff for later. We'll talk about you.
For what?
So she has a new song, you guys. It's called Heal Me. It comes out on October 11th, or she's having a big party with the music video release. And she did the song with Chris Wyse, who's a member of the Hollywood Vampires. He's one of the best guitarists in the world. And bass players. Well, isn't that still considered a guitar or no?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then it's totally my bad. I thought a bass and a guitar.
That's a stand-up bass right here. Yes. It's an upright stand-up bass.
Yes, he plays an upright. He plays a stand-up bass. He plays regular bass also, but it's really cool. We'll talk to him about it when he comes on. But the last time Aro came on, she had her album Damaged, and we released the album Damaged. We didn't release it. She released it. We had her come on. She had two really great singles that did well. One was Damaged, which is the title song. The other one was, I think, called Tarrant.
Yes. Yeah. That was about Alice in Wonderland.
About Alice in Wonderland. So tell us a little bit about like the songs that you do, because you do songs, about stuff that you see in movies and real life and what you're going through and things like that. So let's talk about that a little bit before we have him come on so we can
And
focus
I have a question. How's your father?
My dad is good. He'll be at the premiere.
Bill.
Say hi. Say hi.
Hey, Bill.
He's watching right now.
Hi, Bill.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's very, very supportive. Honestly, couldn't do it without him. He's just like very helpful, and he really supports me. And he's like one of my biggest fans. So, shout out to him.
No, your father was so in your corner.
He is. Yeah, no, he's great.
Remember back then we went to dinner with Jack O'Halloran, who was Non in Superman, and we all went to an Italian restaurant, and you and your dad and Eileen was there, and I was there, and I think Billy Hess, a whole bunch of fun. It was a fun night.
You forgot me.
I said we went to dinner.
Oh.
I know. We went to Frankie's on Melrose.
Frankie's on Melrose. You have some memory.
We still go there to this day because of Jack. We like go there once a week now that we live here.
Good for you. That's right. So now you live in LA, right? So you can focus on all of this.
I do. I just moved to LA and I signed my lease in August. So officially here for a month.
And where were you before?
I was living in Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh.
Okay. But you're from New York.
She's from Astoria.
I'm from Manhattan. Bill's from Queens.
Well, your father was from Astoria.
Queens.
He is from Queens, Whitestone, Queens, and then I was born and raised in Manhattan.
Oh, so Whitestone.
Yeah, Whitestone.
I'm from Queens. I know all of it.
Yeah.
I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Brooklyn and Astoria.
Oh, nice. He taught in Astoria, though. He was a teacher in Astoria for like a long time, for many years.
I love it. I think it's cool. And I think it's cool that you have such a fabulous father, who's so supportive of everything that you do. And you have a very interesting backstory, which are you okay talking about your backstory?
Yeah, sure, of course.
You guys, Aro has a very unique backstory. Her mother worked in the
horrible backstory.
It's sad. In the Twin Towers, and she unfortunately passed away on 9/11, which is now it's like 25 years ago.
Yeah, next year will be the 25th anniversary.
Okay, so So basically, you would have been like 2 years old, or 1 or 2 years old.
2.5. Yeah.
And so she's had a wonderful father who's picking up the reins of as both parents. Very supportive. She's super talented. She went to, I think you went to the Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute for a little bit, right?
I did. I went to college. That was the initial dream. I did go to college for method acting, and I went to high school as well there. But I always wanted to be an actress, and then I started getting into music and kind of weaned off acting a little bit. But that was always the goal, was to act eventually. That's what my true passion. But I still love music so dearly. It just used to be a hobby, and then it turned into more something serious. But I'm grateful, I'm so grateful to do music. Music's amazing.
Sure. Well, you're beautiful too, so you could be an actress and you could do them all. Really,
So
there's no reason why you can do one or another.
Boyfriend?
I don't.
You
No.
don't have a boyfriend?
No.
Well, the men have
It's
gone
my
gay.
career.
All men are gay now because when girls like you don't have a boyfriend, the men are
In
jumping.
LA, it's hard to find that.
No, I gotta tell you this. It's true that so many straight guys are jumping each other. I don't know what the hell it is, a new trend, a stupidity, or what.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Straight guys think nothing of tricking each other. I don't know what is this bullshit. I mean,
He's saying that too because we saw Charlie Sheen,
No.
How he has sex with men.
I don't
In
care
LA,
about,
it's
I don't know.
dangerous
I don't care
game
about
out
Charlie
here.
Sheen.
Yes.
I'm talking about people that I know, straight guys. They think nothing of it. It's like a new thing.
So you also
bisexuality is. I think the Democrats are pushing bisexuality.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about any of that.
Because of the transsexuals.
So what about though in LA though, you could also, now that you're actually living there, you could actually focus on acting and singing both while you're there.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's like, I feel like when you live in LA, it's endless possibilities. Even though Hollywood's been a little slow, I've talked to some people, some of my friends in the industry, and they said kind of ever since the strike, or really ever since COVID, it seemed to have slowed down a lot. Yeah. They're taking projects to different states. Like I know Georgia is a big state that they're filming in, taking a lot to New York.
Big.
I don't really think it's the same way as it used to be, but I mean, it's still a great place to be.
Texas will be the next big place. They got a bunch of Texas. Yeah. So I think it'll be fun, like all the way around. So let's talk a little. So what I actually thought I would do, maybe we'll do it before Chris comes on. Because you have another song that you just released a couple of months ago, and it's called "Live Without You." And since we can't play the new song, but we want people to know what you sound like, I thought maybe we would play that.
Yeah,
we'll have to wait until the 11th of October to hear the next one. How's that? Does that work for you?
Yeah, that song is great. I did it with a Grammy Award-winning producer, Scott. He was amazing, an insanely talented producer. I mean, I could have never done anything like that on my own. He really helped me step out of my comfort zone with that song because it's typically not the direction I usually go in. But it was great to branch out and do something different. It was super cool. So I really love that song.
So tell us the theme of the song.
It's basically Live Without You is basically the acceptance of living without someone that you once loved and just time to move on, basically.
Oh, so it could be, okay. That's actually a serious subject.
It's an inspirational song, and I like inspirational songs.
It is.
What we're going to do is play it for everybody. So what I want you to do is you introduce it, and then you hang on. We'll play it for everybody, and we'll be right back.
Okay, great.
But you introduce it as your song.
Oh, okay. This is Live Without You by Aro Rose.
There you go. Enjoy, everybody.
I thought we were soulmates. It's not what you showed me. And now I gotta let it die. Wish we were together, but nothing lasts forever. And now I gotta live without you.
that's Aro Rose, you guys. The name of the song is Live Without You. It's available on all the digital download sites that you can go to. I was just telling him while we were listening to, like, it didn't seem to me that it's been like that long. Like, I really thought it was only like 3 years. I didn't realize it's like 5 years. The time really went fast.
Time flies. I can't believe it. I know. The first time I came on the show, I was 21, so it's been a minute.
Long time.
Yeah.
Like,
Long
just
time.
unbelievable to
I
me.
can't believe I turned 29. It's like a miracle. I mean, anyway, your song, I couldn't stop dancing in the chair.
He's like moving around. He's just had knee surgery and he's still bouncing around.
I'm
with his
bouncing
knee.
my knee surgery around. That song is really good. I love it. It's
Oh,
so,
thank you.
so
Yeah,
danceable.
I stepped out of my comfort
It's
zone.
like a happy dance song. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. I think the last time you were on and we talked about different influences that you have, and I think you said Lana Del Rey and Adele, maybe.
Yeah.
Still influences?
Yes, 100%. Lana Del Rey has been my number one. She's like my everything. I'm obsessed with her. I've been listening to her since I was like 11 years old or 12 years old when she dropped her first album, Born to Die. So a lot of her music is very big. It has a lot of like instrumental. That's really my vibe. I like all of that. Like a lot of her stuff sounds like very orchestra and all that sort of thing, big piano, very big sound. So I really love her. So I totally get, and her lyrics are very much like poetry. And that's how I kind of write. I try to write more along the lines of like very poetic. So yeah, a lot of it's because of her.
So I have to be honest, like, I think that I couldn't name a Lana Del Rey song. I probably do know if I heard it and you said, oh, that's Lana Del Rey, I'd probably know because I listen to a lot of music. Adele, on the other hand, I love Adele. So like I know all Adele's songs, but Lana Del Rey, I don't. What about like
Hey, hang on. Did you know that Johnny Mathis has sold over 340 million records?
I didn't know that.
do you know Johnny
imagine
Mathis is?
340
He
million.
sounds really familiar. I feel like I do know who that is.
She doesn't know who Johnny Mathis
Oh,
is.
I'm going to kill myself. You don't know who Johnny Mathis
Your dad will know.
No, I should know who he is. I think I do. He sounds really familiar.
Chances are, though I wear a silly grin.
Yes.
you won't
Anyway, look up Johnny Mathis later because you'll know him.
Johnny Mathis is
They
like
say that-
bigger than Frank Sinatra,
So-
bigger than anybody.
Back in the
Oh,
day,
no, of course. Okay, yeah. I know
back
who
in
you're
the
talking about.
day when they didn't,
40s.
No,
Yeah.
I only brought him up because he has full sound. He travels with an orchestra, a big orchestra.
See, that's what I like. That's like, yeah, that's cool. That's really
He
cool.
has a real sound.
I
Beautiful.
remember when we had you before. So like, I know you play piano. You don't play upright bass though, right?
No, that's Chris's specialty. I only play
Okay.
piano. I can't
So
play
you-
anything else.
You write songs and then you play the piano. Like, because I remember seeing you play. I don't know. Maybe you played in a video or something. Because I've seen you play. Whoever's there, say hi.
Oh, well, Chris is about to join us right now.
Oh, okay.
The song, so yes.
Who
Um,
sings?
Oh,
yeah,
Chris.
yeah, he plays the bass. He's
Chris Wyse, what's up? Good to see you, my man. Long time no see.
Good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You look like a rabbi.
Well, I could maybe double for one.
With the hat and the beard, you look religious. How have
Well,
you been, baby?
maybe I could do a side job and do some advice for people and spiritual advice.
So hang on, wait. Let me do an actual introduction now that he's there too.
Okay.
So now, you guys, now we want to have on the Jimmy's. Welcome back to the Jimmy Star Show. Actually, Chris has never been here. We have Aro Rose, singer, songwriter, superstar in the making, and then we have basically like bass rock god Chris Wyse, who's played with everybody, and he's got his own band, which I didn't know until yesterday. I've been listening to your band Al a lot in the last 2 days.
Oh,
And,
thanks. Yeah.
And so we want to welcome you to the show. We haven't seen you in a long time. Hope everything is well. And congratulations to the two of you on the new single that's going to be dropping on October 11th.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was really cool. I happened to be in New York visiting my family. I was born in Queens as well,
Where in Queens?
Woodside.
Oh,
Well,
Woodside.
I was born at Queens Pedestrian, or what do you call it? What do you
There
know?
was a bar in Queens I hung out in.
Yeah,
called
right by
Gil-
Main Stadium there.
When I was young, I hung out in a bar in Woodside called Gildays, and
Oh,
it was right next to the White Castle.
Oh, my
Hamburger
parents
joint
talk about the White Castle.
on Queens Boulevard.
Oh, wow. I hear about White Castle to this day, the burgers and
My
stuff.
dad's still obsessed with
I had a lot of fun in Woodside.
I love White Castle. We don't have it. We were just in New York about 6 or 8 weeks ago, and like I made sure that was one of our stops was to go to White Castle since we
They have one in Vegas now too.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool because you can buy the little frozen ones in the grocery store, but they don't
So,
taste like
yeah, they're
one.
not the same.
It's not the same. It's not fresh, right?
No.
Yeah, it's not fresh at all.
It's
My
different.
family, my family knows all about we're Irish New Yorkers. My mom and dad were born in Ireland. They met in Manhattan and got married, and then here I am. And so we have this shared Irish background. O'Connor
We
and
do.
Wise is actually old
Mhm.
English. Wyse is how you spell it. And you mentioned my band Owl. That's been my band for many years. Right now I'm working on a solo record where I'm layering upright bass. And you can see that at chriswyse.com. And all these like dark Gothic elements of stories I'm telling. I sort of incorporated on Heal Me. So she asked me if I would play upright bass on the record, on the recording. And I listened to it and I didn't really know what the song was going to be. And I was like super excited because it was something different for me since I'm a hard rock guy, right? Everything's pretty hard rock, heavy metal. But being an upright bass player, I could apply these sort of orchestral kind of things where I did bow. I did some sort of orchestrating, almost like orchestrating on the track.
Hang on, let me brag.
Hang on. Chris, are you married?
No.
Oh. Oh. You like?
I don't know if you heard that
wait.
before.
Do you like blondes?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, do you like 27-year-old
No.
blondes? Hey, listen, you never know. They may fall in love if they're working together.
I hate all this guy's playing.
Invite me to the
Oh my
wedding. If it happens, invite me to the wedding.
So wait a second. First, I want to brag. First of all, you were talking about because I did a bunch of research on you, so I would have some stuff. I saw you have a bunch of cool singles: Haunted Bass, Embryo and Children of the Grave, Black Owl, St. Jude, Jack, and Violent Center featuring Glenn Sobel, which that one I liked a lot because it's got vocals. But tell people, because I didn't know I know what an upright bass is. I didn't actually know there was a difference. I introduced you at the beginning in guitarist, and she corrected me and said, I thought bass is a guitar, so you were still a guitarist, but you're a bass guitarist. And so tell everybody what's an upright bass, because it's fascinating.
Well, it's funny because rock and roll started with upright bass. You go back to Elvis, there was no bass guitar yet. You go back and hear Heartbreak Hotel, it's a little snare, guitar, upright bass. And you brought up Johnny Mathis. He had upright bass. There was no bass guitar. So it's the original form of bass. If you went to go see an orchestra, you would see violin, viola, cello, and double bass, or upright bass, they call it. And I went to college for double bass, started working on the bow. I was already a shredder on bass guitar and pretty innovative. In my teens, I was written up in Guitar Magazine and Guitar for the Practicing Musician and all this stuff, and got a lot of press for the way I played. But playing upright bass kept me humble. It's like musical yoga. You never have it perfect, you know. Playing with the bow, like if you were to picture frets on a guitar, right? Frets on a bass are huge, so your margin of error to be out of tune is quite big. So it's a highly disciplined instrument to play in tune, even. You know what I mean? It's a constant. So I had my electric upright bass. What's that?
It's one of the most important instruments in music is the bass.
Well,
without it, it's empty. It's tinny.
it sounds like the band came in when the bass comes in. You know, when you hear
when you hear that boom, 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 everything starts to work. Arrow, do you think he's cute?
Of course, he's beautiful. He's beautiful.
Do you think he's sexy?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Jimmy. I got a marriage going here. What are you crazy? She's 27. It's time she gets married. She's got to start to have a family.
So
with kids.
First of all, let's brag a little, you guys. So Chris Wyse obviously has his own band Al, which I didn't know, but you guys should look it up. I actually threw in. I had originally thrown a Hollywood Vampires live little clip that we were going to play, but then I switched it out for an Al video because I didn't know you had the band, and I want to promote your solo stuff. But you guys. Chris has worked with everybody. He's a vocalist. He's obviously like one of the best bassists around. Do you know Leland Sklar?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I've met him, and I think
we love him. He's a good friend.
Yeah, he's the bass guy too.
He's a very good friend of ours.
So you guys,
we love him.
Chris has played.
Wait. He did a book, and the book has all celebrities doing that. It's
called Everybody Loves Me, and everybody in it shooting a bird.
And it's hysterical. And now he's doing a book too. And Jimmy and I will be in it. We love him.
The second one.
He's a wonderful guy.
Very cool.
So you guys, Chris has played with the Cult, Ozzy Osbourne, rest in peace, Ace Frehley, the Hollywood Vampires, obviously, his own band Al. And I read online, I don't know if it was an interview or online someplace, that you were inspired by Iron Maiden Steve Harris to play bass. Your website is chriswyse.com, and I used to live, I'm from Florida, and in Boca, the lead singer guy from Iron Maiden lives here. We used to see him all the time. Now I can't think of his name.
Bruce Dickinson, yeah.
Yes, Bruce Dickinson. Yeah, he lives in Boca, or he used to, and we used to see him at events all the time.
Tremendous guy with not just the singing part. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Flying the jet for Iron Maiden and all that's crazy.
Yeah, he's just sick. And Iron Maiden, like they were like way ahead of that time. So this was a little bit. So I listened to all the solo stuff that you've been putting out, also where it's just the bass, and your talent is amazing that you can fit it all in. How did working it around now going a little bit? I'm going to assume that the song's a little bit more poppy. How was that for you? Because it's kind of a different than what you're used to, since you're like the rock god.
Well, it wasn't different. Music's music to me. I have a classical and sort of jazz background as well. So the song, it was just a really good song, which you need that to be the start point. Great vocal, great voice, good lyrics, all the stuff.
Great looking.
What's that?
And great looking. And available and single. Oh my God. It's a gift from heaven. You make a beautiful.
Don't worry, Bill.
Wait, you make a beautiful couple. And I bet if you shave, Chris, you're very handsome.
He is. He really is. Wait till you see him.
It's the beard that covers it. Take that beard off. He's so good looking. So what do you think about it? If he asked you to go to dinner, would you go to dinner with him?
She does already.
We do already.
I bet you they have a thing going on already, and they're laughing at me.
No.
They probably have a thing going on, and they're saying, "You stupid old fuck, keep it up."
No, he's. You know what they say? You're not supposed to like.
What?
You're not supposed to like shit where you work. Eating shit where you work.
That's if you're banging a whore. But Arrow's a good girl. She's not a whore. So
that's factual. That is true.
That's a fact. Arrow, I know your father's on top of you. You could never be a whore. He'd tell you.
No, I'm not. That is very factual.
I know that. Did you hear that, Chris? She's not a whore. And today it's very, very difficult to find a broad that's not a slut.
No, or a groupie. I'm not a groupie either.
Well,
especially in our business.
But he's a little bit older.
So what do you want? I'm older than you, and look how wonderful I am.
When someone has a good father and they're raised right. That's
absolutely.
Her dad and myself are very much alike, because my daughter Leslie was runner-up in Miss America. I had a career going with her, and I took care of her. And she's not a whore either. She's just an old maid.
I like the way you say it. It's
She's
kind
not
of
a whore.
You have a particular way.
Yeah, you know
that's
what?
a New York whore.
No, that's Brooklyn. Only in Brooklyn do we say whore.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. Well, so, back to the track and how easy it was for me. Really, was the answer was. So I have this electric upright in the corner here. I was traveling with that.
Fun.
Was in New York already. She invites me onto the track,
Mm-hmm.
and I listen to it and go, "Oh, I could really do something cool with this, right?" So she said, "Would you play a bass solo?" So instead of just playing the bed of the track, the main meat and potatoes, it didn't need anything too fancy, kind of expressive, fretless-y kind of thing. And then when I went to the solo and the outro, I did some kind of melodic featuring the bass with the bow and made it a little bit haunting because she said she had this vampire theme for the video. And then the first things off the top of my head, Amanda was like, "That's it. Just keep going. Just finish it." And I was like, "Okay, cool," because it was going over well. So it was really natural to fit in with her and her vibe, and sort of the song was already great, but I just went in and dressed it up like a Christmas tree a bit for the style of song it was. And then we were done. I was like, played it for a bunch of friends, and they were like, "This is great. Like you should do more of this kind of thing." So she invited me to do the video. And in the video, we had a live owl, which she brought for me, which was amazing.
What?
Yeah. He's
Owl?
famous. He was in a bunch of movies and stuff.
Famous owl.
Archie.
It was a union owl.
Union
He had a
Archie.
contract. He had insurance, right?
Yeah.
And so
Archie.
she really went out with the video, all out.
Mm-hmm.
Like Victorian Hollywood locations, hired the owl, actors and actresses,
Everything
involved in the whole thing. It was really, really cool. So I can't wait to share that. And
It's
So
gonna be very
Wait
cool.
a minute. You could be the new Sonny and Cher.
I love Cher.
This is a whole angle that I didn't expect in the interview, but it's great.
You know,
Cher.
I was in Cher's company many years ago, and she
Really?
fell asleep. She did. She went right to sleep as we were talking.
Oh,
I want to go back to the owl for a second, because I think the owl thing is very
the
cool.
owl is
considering
really
that,
cool.
Like your Instagram is Chris Wyse Owl Man. You have a band called Owl. You have a live owl. So what was the owl? What other movies was the owl in? Do you know?
I don't know, but I believe his
I bet he was
dad or
cool.
his mom was in Harry
What is
Potter.
an owl?
All the Harry
An
Potter
owl. It's a bird.
I know that. So what are they doing with an owl?
They put the owl in the video. It's a train.
Yeah,
owl.
it's like Chris's
Why
thing.
is the owl in the video? What's it go? Who?
Because it's like Chris's thing, you know? Owl.
Chris Wyse owl. It's
Yeah.
also kind of gothic,
Yeah.
vampiric,
Oh, okay.
part of the night. Yeah, haunting nighttime stuff.
Oh, okay.
No, I love it. I think it's going to be cool. So were you surprised when you saw the owl?
Well, she told me about it, and but I was very surprised when you're in the company of a real living owl. We were in shock. You know, you hear about it all the time, but the way they turn their head almost all the way around
It's like a
and
almost
back
like,
around, you know,
Yes.
it's
can
really
rotate their heads.
So did they like the trainer, and the trainer had the owl? Like, did it fly or something? I mean, the
Oh,
trainer.
yeah, it tried
the owl
to
do
fly
stuff.
away. Yeah, multiple times. It tried to fly
It was
away.
mainly kind
You know,
of
owls are very vicious. They
this
really are
this
vicious.
one was a
animals.
real mellow, calm, and,
Oh, yeah,
and
Very
but
highly
it's like
it
you,
would sit with us. It would sit with us and sort of.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was like doing my bow with the bass, and it would sort of.
Oh
look
my God,
over
that's so
me, and
cool.
it was pretty cool.
It liked the music.
cool.
See that?
Archie was very cute. Yeah, I know he was one of the best actors in the video.
I'm like, hey Archie, chill out over there. Archie was funny. His name was Archie.
Yeah, he was so cute. Definitely a top tier actor.
Have you ever seen Arrow on stage, Chris, performing?
I don't think so, no.
I think maybe at a party I saw you get up and jam a song. Is that right?
Because she did a number at Soho Johnny's Fair in New York, and she's on the stage moving like crazy and singing. And
I never saw proper like you did.
Oh, she really works the boards. She really
She's
knows,
very good.
she knows how to work the boards. She really is good.
I love it. So what's the premise, Aro? I guess this is more for you since I guess you wrote the song. So heal me. What's the actual premise of the song? I mean, I get the title, but like, from your perspective, what's the premise of the song?
It was about how loving someone, and it could be anybody. It's not specifically necessarily about a significant other. It could be about a parent, a friend, a lover, whoever. But it's about loving someone that has demons, and you can either
Has
fight
demons?
Yes.
Like, different vices, I guess. Like some people battle, addiction, lust, anger, jealousy, like all of these different things that people battle.
Somebody you should not be with. You should be with Chris.
Yeah, well, so that, but like it's cool. Like it basically is about expressing different kinds of demons through these vampires, through these people, and we show like scenes of jealousy, scenes of anger, all these sorts of things. But it's basically about you can love someone so much, but if they have demons and you don't want to walk away from that, sometimes you could become that yourself. And so it's really interesting. It's a storyline. I do act in it, which is really cool. The opening scene.
So you got your acting going. Good.
Yeah. The opening scene is like a therapy scene, and then I close it out with another acting scene. So it basically sets up the idea of what's happening throughout the video. It's supposed to be like some crazy schizophrenic dream, which is interesting, but cool.
I think I read too, though. Didn't you go to school and study psychology also?
I did. Unfortunately, COVID ruined that. But I was in college for abnormal psychology. I was studying that. And then COVID happened and I couldn't do online classes. So I never went back, but I was pretty good at abnormal.
Well, you're interested in it.
So how do you find living in Hollywood or LA, wherever you are?
I'm constantly analyzing everybody. I'm like, see it as like a psychology thing.
I wouldn't live in LA.
He's saying, do you like living in LA? Now, Chris, you live in LA.
I do like it. I do.
LA used to be fabulous. 60 years ago, when I moved to LA, it was the heaven on earth. Everybody was a hippie, and it was all love, and it was a whole.
Oh, it's not that now.
Oh, LA is a battleground. It's disgusting. It's filthy. It's hideous. I wouldn't live in LA for free. That's why we chose Palm Springs.
I live in Palm Springs, right?
It's a cemetery.
Yes,
yeah,
the cemetery, which
it's a cemetery.
Isn't the greatest either.
I heard it's beautiful. I've never been to Palm Springs.
We could make a zombie movie here without paying anybody, because the people walking around are zombies. They know they're dead yet. They're so old.
It's a great vacation spot, though, right? That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
I would never come vacationing here. Because it's 1,000 gays. It's all fags. Gay people all over.
The desert, right?
Well,
Gay bars, gay people. It's disgusting.
we're gay, so we can say that.
They're gay, so it's okay for them to say that.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the whole vampire thing. So first of all, like Ron's got a movie that's coming up that when we get funny, he's going to play a vampire. You have a vampiric theme. Vampire kind of goes
about my movie.
Wait. Vampire goes with the whole like rock star stuff, kind of like stuff too with you. Are you both fans of vampire stuff in the first place? Like I love vampire movies.
I am.
Like
I've
that.
always been.
Pretty much all of it. Yeah, I love the 1930s too, the black and white.
Mhm.
Bela Lugosi and all that. There's something really
eerie is the word.
The romance of Hollywood mixed with that era to me is one of my favorites. As well as the Frankenstein, the werewolf, all that stuff. And also for the theme of the song, it's like she's talking about demons and stuff like that. A lot of people romanticize getting bit by a vampire as a way of getting saved from their life, but actually it would just be getting the vampire's demons or whatever.
Yeah.
And another cool thing we just added, she was talking about the acting scene in the beginning and the ending, which is kind of, it had no music at this point. So she said, would you come to the studio with your upright bass? I'll play piano and we'll sort of write some sort of spooky intro and outro. And we just started banging away, boom, 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 piano bits, bass. And we sort of saw the vision and just started throwing it together. We were at Nightbird Studios over at the Sunset Marquee. And it just went so fast and so great. And
it was great.
It sounds like American Horror Story, something like that.
It does. Yeah, we scored the act.
We loved it.
And it's amazing, just piano and upright bass. And I did some layers and she did a few little layers.
Awesome.
It just sounds so amazing. You don't need much more than piano and upright bass.
No.
I mean, a lot of the classics like Sinatra, Johnny Mathis, back in the day.
Big band sound, we used to call it.
Yeah. And the piano and the upright bass is tremendous sounding. So you can do whatever you want with that format right there.
Right.
And he wrote this new intro and outro, like
It's
outro
very
credits, right? Is
Yeah.
what it is, yeah.
For the
And
credits, it's really cool.
super spooky. So we complement each other really well. She's got the pop element,
Yeah.
but also she leaned into the dark side a little bit with me, and I just kind of added those colors. You know?
No, he was incredible. Truly, I'm just blown away by his talent. He's amazing. I tell him all the time he needs to start scoring movies
Yeah,
because
that's what I was going to
Really?
say next. Is that's what you, because I've listened to the songs. You should score movies, and we work with a lot of movies. So
he should.
Yeah,
We're good friends with Randy Edelman, and we know what goes into putting music into a movie. It's not easy.
he scored like The Last of the Mohicans and
Yeah,
Triple
it's
X,
not
and My
easy.
Cousin Vinny.
No, it's not easy, but I've got a knack for pulling out the essence of the story and the sound.
I might have some coming up that we might be able to like actually see if you would like to do, because we've got stuff coming on. We actually I forgot about too. So on October 25th, the movie's probably not going to be great. It's a campy movie. It's a fun movie. It's called Clown Motel: 3 Ways to Hell. They're having a red carpet premiere. Ron's got a really big role in it.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
played General
And
Milan.
it's at 2:00 in the afternoon. So Aro, like, you you and your father, Chris, could come. Anybody if you want to come, I have like I'm in charge of like inviting.
That would be fun. I would love that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I would love it too. Yeah, and I love the theatrical thing mixed with music so much. What got me really, I was doing it since I was a teenager, writing theatrical sounding songs and stuff. Like Jack is about Jack the Ripper, as opposed to writing, a little 3-minute thing. Haunted Bass is about the bass behind me having sometimes its own little spirit and life to it. I felt like maybe I've been carrying around a spirit with me at times. It's a very interesting little story there.
That's cool.
But I did a thing called A Pitiful Beauty on the Hollywood Vampires record, where I played like 10 or 12 upright basses and created a string piece. And Tommy in the Hollywood Vampires said, "Would you do something like that?" And Johnny Depp called it A Pitiful Beauty. Alice and Joe loved it. And it's just a little spooky bow piece on the record. And then I thought, man, I should just do this for myself too, and put out these, because I can churn that out all day long. And as Amanda saw, like I have a toolbox of all kinds of song ideas and melodies at all times, and I really like the dark stuff, which is it. I don't like it to be
like horror movies. Like I've got a horror movie that I think is going to get done soon, and you guys would be super interested in it. And it's funny. So I was a clothing designer for many, many years in Florida, and I made one-of-a-kind clothes. I dressed all kinds of like Steven Tyler was in there, like all kinds of people.
Okay,
wait, no.
I'm not bullshitting
No.
about you.
No, because Johnny Depp's band is the Kids or whatever. Like they're from Fort Lauderdale, and they used to shop in the store all the time. Johnny Depp only came once, but the rest of them shopped. One of them used to come every week and buy stuff every time they were playing places.
Mhm.
And so it was a lot of fun. And I think that, I'd love to have you guys come, and your father too, Aro, if you want to come I'll send you information.
I love that.
That'd be nice to see you again.
It'd be nice to see you at the Clown Motel 3 thing, and I'll get you guys
love that.
photographers and everything, and it'll be
For
a lot
sure,
of fun.
100%. Are you guys going to be at the premiere?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
It's the world premiere. They're going to make a big.
I don't know, which premiere are you talking about?
Our premiere on the 11th.
Damn, he's not, and I am.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're going to see us perform together.
Yeah, we are
And
performing
I'm
together.
playing upright bass. We got a great drummer and guitar player, and she's going to be on a grand piano.
Mhm.
And we're going to perform the song, and then you're going to see the video.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Some of the scenes she put together for me, I was just like, oh, God, it's easy to be the cherry on the Sunday here. You know what I mean? It was all set up. Really cool. So,
Guys, it's October 11th at 8 p.m. at the 3 clubs. From 8 to 9:30, it's VIP guests only. After that, it's open to everybody, but they won't be playing until after 9:30, so you won't miss the premiere if you want to attend. It'll be open to the public after 9:30.
that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The 3 clubs.
The 3 clubs on Vine there. It's becoming a real.
Don't worry.
It's become like the rock and roll or Hollywood.
Like the new spot, like the new rock and roll spot.
Yes.
It's really cool.
It's my friend owns Sawtooth Instruments, and it's a new stage that they built there. And my next door neighbor owns the club, so it's all just, again, with Aro, it's all just, everything's just gelling. It's all just happening.
And they've got 1, 2, 3, 5 other bands playing: Amber Wild, Doheny Drive, Liza Jane, Kelly Phoenix, and Francis Von Viper. And Amber Wild is Paul Stanley's son, Evan Stanley's band.
Yeah, he is real cool. Amber Wild's awesome. He's headlining it, so that's really exciting that he's gonna do it.
Yeah, I was in Paul's band for a bit, and I was in Ace Frehley's band for about 4 years, and we did a video for Fire and Water where I was in a video with Paul and Ace, and that was the first time they worked together in like 18 years.
Mhm.
But in recent few years before that, I was in different versions of bands Paul was doing, like a rock band, and then sort of a Motown thing. I joined him on some, and
Motown?
yeah, Motown. And
believe it, you went from
joined the recording for Ace. It was just like full circle with and I'm a Kiss fan from being 8 years old. And
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I have the 18-inch fucking figures that stand on the rocks, and you push the button, and each one plays a different song.
Oh, cool.
I collect action figures, so I have a ton of them.
Yeah,
So
Kiss inspired my whole direction. Kiss and Iron Maiden. When you see my solo stuff, you get it. And the sort of it's not darkness for darkness sake, for being bad or anything. It's just, I love evoking emotion. And she does too with her voice.
Yeah,
So the combination of
so
upright.
much in common. That's wonderful.
I actually saw Kiss when I was like 12 in
Wow.
concert, and they were like freaking like amazing.
This is cool. I've always liked Kiss.
The
Kiss is
best
really
live
awesome.
band experience, they created all that. But
Yeah.
Evan's a great guy, by the way, and great music. And
Yeah, he's really sweet.
Arrow.
Mhm.
He has a nice personality, and he's a good talker, so you wouldn't be bored with him.
Normally he's pushing it hard.
No more. I gave up on that.
Bass one day. I would
No,
never get it, but
no,
So-
it's very important to have a mate that's conversational, that talks,
that's true.
and is interesting. The worst thing is to be married to a deadbeat who just sits there like a schmuck and doesn't say a word. You can smack him and go crazy.
So here we
But
have.
this Chris has got a good
We only have
personality.
about 5 or 6.
You know what? If he was
Oh,
gay,
thank you.
if he was gay, I'd grab him.
So wait, we have like 5 or 6 minutes left, but I want people to hear Owl because it's cool. And this is I don't know if the other songs are better. I picked the video for Pusher because the video is really good with the cartoons.
Yeah, that was the Batman illustrator did that. So not to confuse everyone, I've always been like Chris Wyse the Owl. My band is like a songwriting centric band, and the stuff I'm doing lately, I'm doing solo stuff, and I'm taking liberties to just layer basses, which is not a band. It's just a solo record. Instead of boring you with like a jazz fusion kind of thing, I'm coming up with concepts like theater movie concepts, and that way the layman or the non-musician can go, I love that song, Jack, so they can enjoy it too. I didn't want to bore you with just all the flash. I incorporate it for everybody.
Oh, no, absolutely. So I want you to introduce it, introduce the video, and then we'll play it for everybody. And then when we come back, we'll probably have 3 or 4 minutes maybe, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay. Yeah. The Pusher is kind of like reinterpreting addiction through a relationship where you're addicted to the relationship. And all of us in the video get murdered by the woman, essentially. The first guy gets pushed off a big patio. Someone gets run over, and you'll see like we all kind of get.
Don't give it away.
Yeah, there you go, guys. That's kind of the idea.
All right, everybody. Here's Chris's band Al, and here's the music video for Pusher. Enjoy.
Sleeping all day from dreaming numbers. It's like waking
Dennis Pushers.
Chris, I have advice. Listen, I'm 85 years old, Chris. So I have a good mind. Get rid of the beard. You are so handsome. That video, you can see your
We were
face.
just talking about his beard.
No, he's really super handsome and really good looking. I would get rid of the beard. You know, ugly people wear beards because they're hiding their look. I would never have a beard and hide my beautiful 85-year-old face. And also, I want to talk about age. Jimmy and I are married. We're 23 years difference, and we're very happy.
24.
And we're married 13 years.
24 years difference.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm 85. He's 60.
Oh, wow.
So if a guy is a little older, it doesn't mean anything.
Man,
so older men make very good husbands. You know why?
I hate men my age.
He's over the.
She hates men her age.
But wait, he's at an age now where he's over banging everybody, doing drugs, and they grow up. So now he's a perfect cat.
Wait, we only have a couple minutes. I want to go back to Al real quick. So first of all, one reason why I picked the video, number one, is I'm a big comic book person, and I thought the comics in it were great. The Al stuff in it is great, but it really focuses. Yeah, you're like one of the greatest bass players ever, but you can fucking sing. Like that shit. That song is dope. You're really got a
lot.
Good.
You got a lot going for you, Chris. You got.
Thanks. I'm thinking about bringing the band back. You know, that's I've been doing the solo stuff to express myself in a different way because I don't know how I do the solo stuff with a band at this point because there's 10 upright basses, for example, on Haunted Bass. You know, that might fit a movie soundtrack much more than a rock band. You know,
right? Yeah, your bass stuff fits soundtracks, but as far as like you could easily, front. You don't get an opportunity, I don't think, to show your vocal ability playing bass for all these big bands, but in your own band, like your vocals are really strong.
Thank you.
And I believe if you've got it, you don't lose it. It comes back.
No, he's a great singer.
Yeah.
Some people just don't have it, and they could whistle Dixie till they're 100 trying to sound good, and they sound like shit.
In the chat room, they said lots of women like beards.
I know why they like beards.
When I shave.
Years ago, we had mustaches in the 70s, and we called them pussy bumpers. But now they want beards because they want beard banging. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I think he's so handsome. From the video, I said to Jimmy, my God, this guy could be a movie star. He's so handsome. But the beard is got to go.
Thanks for talking about my music, and I'm really happy to compliment this new music with Aro. It's really
great. Aro, you make a nice.
So you guys, the debut of Aro Rose featuring Chris Wyse is October 11th at the 3 clubs. Once the video is actually released, we'll play it on the show after that because
thank you.
So everybody can see it. And I think you guys are going to love it. I have not seen the video, but I have heard the song, and it is killer. You guys are going to love it. We're just not allowed to talk about it or play it back. We're not allowed to play it yet, but you guys will be able to hear it. It's only it's only 10 days away, and it's going to be a great event. If you want to go, hit me up on social media or just go to the club. It's you after 9:30 you can get in. And we want to thank you both. Congratulations, Aro. I'm so happy you're back. I'm happy you're in LA.
Nice to see you.
We haven't seen you in a long time. I'm happy to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
And don't forget, keep October 25th open, and I'll send the invite, and I'll get you on the list to go to the premiere.
Thank you. We'd love that.
Sounds awesome.
Perfect, you guys. So thank you so much. See you soon.
Thanks so much. It was fun.
I enjoyed it. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, kids.
I can't wait. You guys are going to love it. And Aro is so cool, so it's a lot of fun. And now we're going to bring on our next guest, Mike Mayhall. He was on our show, I don't know, a long time ago, I think maybe right before we moved here or right when we first moved here. So let's bring Mike on. Let's see if he's there. Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
You're very brave to do our show again.
I remember having a good time the first time I did it.
Absolutely. So we had Mike on, and we're going to be talking about his new TV series called The Madness of David Judge, of which this is Jeremy Sandy, who is David Judge in The Madness of David Judge. And then we've also probably going to do another show in October with the cast because Mike's girlfriend, Sarah, who was also a guest on the show about 7 or 8 years ago, I think, is also starring in it. And But before we do that, let's do an intro. So, hey, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, Emmy nominated. He's a director, producer, playwright, stuntman, actor, Mike Mayhall, with his sidekick, Jeremy Sandy, today. Is that how you pronounce your last name, Sandy?
You got it right. I'm impressed.
Perfect. And,
How could you not pronounce Mayhall?
No, not Mayhall, Sandy. His name is Jeremy Sandy.
So how you could?
I don't know. It's Sande. I don't know if how you pronounce it. It could be sand.
I've got sand. I've got Sunday. I've got Sanders. Sunday.
Yeah. So it's all kinds of things. It could be all kinds of things. So you never know.
Okay.
So you guys say hi to the chat row. Wait, first of all, this is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host Ron Russell. Say hi.
Hey guys.
Hey.
And we have people in the chat room. So say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, chat rooms. What's going on? Can I comment? Can we chat with them? Oh, there they are.
There's a furry friend.
Oh, that's so funny. So B. Claudia from Germany. Say hi to B. Claudia. She wrote that you were on the show August 10th, 2015, and our other guests were Brett Rice and Jack McGee, which Jack McGee's like an Academy Award winner.
She is amazing.
And Brett Rice just got killed in he got killed in the first season of Tulsa. I mean, the first episode of the new season of Tulsa King.
Oh, I haven't seen. I haven't seen the new one yet.
And I don't know if you guys know Jack McKee. He's from Moneyball. He's been in a bunch of movies. But anyway, we have a lot of cool guests, and now we're happy to have you back. And we might as well talk about I was going to talk about some of your other stuff so people kind of know who you are, and then we'll go into the madness of David Judge. I don't know why you know that there's another movie called The Madness of King George from many years ago.
Yes.
And won an Academy Award, I think. And I always get it confused. Like when I'm writing it, I always have to go back.
I know. I saw that one a million years ago too when it came out. I enjoyed it. I really liked it.
Did you do that on purpose to confuse people?
Yeah, I really wanted, when they saw us, I wanted to think Academy Award winning show right here. So just thought, why not? Let's go for it.
So you guys, Mike does everything. So what did you actually get your Emmy nomination for?
Don't scream.
You otherwise you can't hear.
Yeah, but I have my hearing aids in.
Oh.
And my fucking head is
turn it
going
down
like
a
this.
little. So what did you get your Emmy nomination for? We're a wild show. First of all, Jeremy, you don't know, Mike's been here before, so he knows. So
I love it.
We banter a lot. We're married. We banter. So go ahead. So what did you get your Emmy nominee for?
Yeah, I got it for a TV show called Bronx SIU, Best Director. And then there was another show called A House Divided, which was like a best series. So it was, those are the two.
Actually, House Divided, you were in 24 episodes. I looked on IMDb. You were in a lot of them.
I was acting. I was acting and directing and producing in that one, alongside my partner Dan Garcia.
So what do you prefer out of all the different things? Do you like all of them? Because you do all of them.
No, I like them all. For just different reasons, you produce too. It's just different hats, different ways to tell a story. I like the directing because I feel like I'm a little bit of each character, and I can get into the head of each little character, and I can work with people I really like to work with. Even this guy. I like the acting because. I like to just sort of step into the character's mind and be what that is. And then I like writing because it helps me get rid of all the crazy thoughts that are in my head. And I just got to get them out or I'm going to go bonkers.
I like it. So did you actually write those two series also?
I wrote on Bronx SIU. Dan and I co-wrote the first season. Then I wrote the second season. A House Divided was all Dan. I would come in, he would write it, and then we would go over plot points and things of that nature. But for the pen, he was it. I wrote some scene work, and then I would go in and change. We would talk about character plots or motivations, and I would change that. Other than a few select scenes throughout the series, it was mainly just Dan. But we directed together and produced together.
So you guys, some of the other things you might have seen Mike in. So
I'm exhausted.
I love Vampires
I'm
Suck.
listening to you.
I love Vampires Suck. You were in an episode of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And we have a ghost with Jennifer Coolidge, Steve Coulter, who's been on our show, Anthony Mackie, David Harbour. One movie that I really liked a lot, and I have to go back and see whatever you were in it, is The Domestics. That's a really good film.
Yeah, I really like that. Was a good one, right?
You guys, Kate Bosworth, Tyler Hoechlin, Lance Reddick, David Nasralchian. It's a really, really good movie, you guys. I don't think it ever got its due justice. I think they just released it on streaming and they didn't advertise it. I came across it as a fluke.
Yeah, it was a really good one. A lot of good people worked on that. They filmed that out here in East New Orleans for the most part. And you wouldn't recognize me because I've got like this huge hat on with antlers and these huge giant goggles, and I look like this post-apocalyptic thing that stepped like right out of Mad Max. But there's a scene where the two leads, they end up in this like this. It's a row of houses and that have kind of been abandoned. And Tyler, the lead, he goes into a house and gets into a fight with a guy.
Yeah.
And they break off the antler and stab it into the guy's eye after a big fight. That's me.
Oh, that's cool. It's a really good movie. Like, people should really see it. And I like Tyler a lot, just back from his like Teen Wolf days and Superman. And I actually wish he was Superman. I like him a lot. He's a
talking
cool
about
guy.
our Tyler?
No, you don't know that Tyler.
Oh.
This is a big Tyler. We don't know him. I invited him on the show, but he didn't actually come.
Because we have a good friend named Tyler.
And you did a movie, A Horse for Christmas, and I only bring it up because Martin Cove is in it, and I'm a big Martin Cove fan. We met him at a red carpet event.
Which movie? Martin Cove. Oh, he was great. Yeah. He was great. I got some good pictures with him somewhere. He's a great guy. Yeah,
I like it because you live in New Orleans, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of movie stuff in New Orleans, right?
A lot.
Not anymore, but there was a bunch. It's just dried up out here. There's really nothing that I know of that's going on in the area. But
so there's a Tulsa King spinoff.
Tulsa King's spinoff is coming here. That's about all I know that's coming. But it used to be popping. It used to be multiple films and multiple TV shows all the time. But since the actors writer strike, it's been slim pickings. Which is why we ended up doing David Judge, because we had a bunch of film crews, film people just hanging out, twiddling their thumbs.
Yeah.
Like, let's do something. Let's not just sit here. Let's work. Let's work on our art. Let's make something happen.
Do you have all your own camera equipment and stuff?
I don't. I've got friends who got DP friends. The guy who shot it, Michael Brophy, he has a truck full of equipment.
No, that makes a big difference. Okay, so then let's talk about. So you guys, the name of the TV series, it's called The Madness of David Judge. It's 5 episodes. It's on Tubi. That's where they want to get it. You can watch it for free on Tubi, you guys. And Jeremy, who's sitting next to Mike, plays David Judge, so he's the lead character. And here's the little synopsis. Famous writer David Judge's sanity unravels as he faces human and supernatural torments after discovering his wife's infidelity. Jeremy Starr, Sarah Fisher, which is Mike's girlfriend or fiance or
girlfriend or
partner is one of the other leads. There's also a guy named Cotton Yancey, and I pick him out because he looks so familiar. He looks totally like somebody who would be like on Yellowstone.
Oh yeah,
He should be.
he should be.
He would be on Yellowstone, and I
100%.
think maybe later this month we'll do a show with the 3 of them coming on. If we can set it up, it would be a lot of fun. But it's a really great series, you guys. So tell us a little bit how the idea came about, Mike, and then how did you decide to cast him?
I kind of had to because Jeremy and our other producer Emil came to me with an idea of a script we not using.
Mm-hmm.
They said they asked me to help direct and get this project off the ground. And to be honest, I wasn't so much interested in the script that they had, but I had another idea that I wanted to bring to the table, which was The Madness of David Judge, tentatively titled The Attic, back when we first started filming. And so that's what we all started on. So I had to cast him. I had no choice but to cast him. Otherwise, the project wouldn't exist. But no.
Actually, and I'm joking around about it, everybody, so everybody knows he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal actor.
He's brilliant.
Phenomenal. He's brilliant in it. So I don't want to make light of the fact that we're joking.
No, yeah.
It wasn't like the guy can't.
No.
It wasn't like he paid like for an Indiegogo campaign, and stars in a fucking thing that he can't act. He's a really great actor, you guys. You're gonna really like the series.
Since we're bragging on him here for a minute, like to watch Jeremy create this character David Judge in real time as we filmed was amazing. I just don't know how he did it. The character he's such a broken, fractured human, David Judge, and the subtleties that Jeremy was able to bring forward and just to maintain that level of intensity for as long as we filmed was super, super impressive. It was just, God, he was amazing. He's worth watching. He should get an Academy Award for it. I think he was really good. You were great. Fantastic.
It was a crazy project. That's the good thing about having a very seasoned and caring director, is that, especially like this character, like these types of characters, I always kind of equate them to like a tornado, where it's like the outside is just tumultuous and going everywhere, but you have to have like a sense of calm within. And so it was nice to have Mike at the helm, because he just kind of let Jeremy disappear and he let David show up. And then in those moments that Jeremy would be like, Michael, where are we? It was very nice to have somebody in control and saw what was happening, so that I could just kind of exist in this crazy world that we created.
So you guys also, Jeremy has 105 credits, so he's been in a ton of stuff. One of the things that stands out, just because like it seems like we know a lot of people who worked on Deepwater Horizon, are you a stunt person also, or are you just an actor?
No, so that's actually where I met Mike, career-wise. But at that point, I was just acting, and so I got a chance to play one of the 11 guys that was deceased on the Deepwater, Adam Wyse. And so like that was, that was a crazy fan. And you know, the older that you get in this world, the more the smaller that it gets. And crazily enough, Adam worked on the previous rig with a guy that I graduated high school with. So like our degree of separation was like one person. And so I got to meet his mother, his grandmother, like his whole family. Like it was a very cool career experience, but a very humbling humanitarian experience at the same time.
You did another movie that I've actually seen. I don't know how I saw it, but I have seen it. It's called Attack of the Southern Fried Zombies. And it's funny to me because like out of all the things that you've done, that's one of the things I've seen.
So that was this crazy like zombie film that we did up in Clarksdale, Mississippi. I mean, it is cheese horror, but like, so do you remember the biker?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was me. I was the biker guy. That was insane. That was so wild. So like we're in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and I swear probably 50% of the townsfolk were extras in that movie. Like they just set up a carnival and they were like, come out to the carnival. We'll have cotton candy and Cokes and we'll put blood on you and let you run around. I mean, it was insanity.
It's funny because I've also seen both the Hayride movies. I'm going through your IMDb as we're like talking. I've seen both the Hayride movies. So you like horror. Obviously, you like horror because you've been in a lot of horror. And Mike, you like horror too, right?
I do. Yeah, big fan.
Yeah, my wife is actually one of the other leads of Hayride. That was actually both of ours like first legit full-length feature film.
I know, I love it. Okay, so let's go back real quick to the Madness. So I have two video clips from it. One is just a 30-second one, which we'll play second. But the first one is The Madness of David Judge, the actual trailer. It's like 2 minutes long. So how about, Mike, you introduce the trailer, and then we'll play it for everybody. One, we want to do the one that says The Madness of David George trailer. And that way people get an idea of what we're talking about, and then we can come back and talk about it some more.
All right, so here's the official trailer for The Madness of David Judge out on Tubi, and you get just a little glimpse of how David Judge starts to snap in this.
If you are just joining us, we are with world-renowned best-selling author David Judge.
By the time that this airs, I will be locked away in my retreat, writing like a madman.
Pull. Samantha wants a divorce.
You don't?
I don't know what I want.
You know, it's not the leaving that's hard. It's the guilt of moving on and being happy about it.
You know what I find interesting? A detective all the way from New Orleans shows up and you have not asked me what I am doing here. Your wife is missing.
Your mind is being consumed by Samantha. You know, the man she croons out to you, it ain't fair.
That doesn't make any sense because I spoke with her yesterday.
She's been missing the better part of 10 days, maybe longer. That is according to her friend Richard, who reported her missing.
Do you love me?
I'd die before I hurt you again.
Is that what you want? Is that love?
David?
You coming by here, messing with things when I'm not here?
No, David. Anytime you want to achieve great things, the gods demand. They demand a sacrifice. And she is on the altar.
Would you love me?
It's okay. It's okay.
Yay! So first thing I want to say for all the people watching the show, especially Dawn, because I know you like this kind of stuff. This is a really good series. It's a limited series, you guys. It's 5 episodes. It's not like a Jason movie or something where you just watch a bunch of people getting slashed up. It's a psychological thriller. You know, you don't really know what's going on, you know, until you go through the whole thing. It's got a lot of twists and turns, and I think everybody will really enjoy it. And really, everybody in the cast is stellar. It's a really, really stellar thing. And it's on Tubi. It's also on Amazon Prime and something else.
Amazon Prime and Movie Central. Those are the big ones.
Which I think Movie Central's on YouTube, right?
Yep, YouTube.
But you guys, you can watch it for free on Tubi, so watch it on Tubi.
Super easy.
So how many things have you directed? A lot of stuff, Mike?
Yeah, well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. So we obviously the Madness of David Judge, 2 seasons of Bronx SIU, and that was 14 episodes total. We had a 3rd season ready to go, but whatever the producing entity, the big company, they shift management in the C-suite, and they decided they only wanted to do their stuff. So since ours was with the old guard, they scrapped the 3rd season. And then we had 5 seasons of A House Divided, and that was 8 episodes each season. And then we got a spinoff season show of that called Jupiter Jones, which was another 8 episodes. And I think next year we're going to get a 2nd season out of Jupiter Jones, which would be nice. So there'll be another 8 seasons. And I'm on every episode directing. I'm not the sole director, but I mean, how many episodes? How many shows is it? That's 40, 50 hours of television, plus half a dozen movies. I'm not counting anything that I may just come in to consult on or to be there as a producer. So how do
you like the difference between television and movies? Because it's totally different.
It is. How do I? It's kind of. I like them both for different reasons. We filmed David Judge like a movie.
Yes.
You know, it's kind of a central perspective of David Judge. You don't branch off a whole lot into other people and what's going on with them. Everything is through the eyes of David Judge. So if you're watching The Madness of David Judge and you feel like you don't quite understand what's going on, or there's a lot of questions coming at you, that's because as the director, I'm forcing you to live it as David Judge, right? You're not getting other perspective. Bronx SIU, multiple characters all over the place, but we still film like a movie in that it's, you know, it was 8 episodes, but we would block shoot it in that everything that happened in the police office, we'd film out first. We wouldn't go by episode. We shot as a whole. So for me, everything I have done is sort of like a movie. It's not done by episodes or block shot episodes. So everything for me is all happening simultaneously.
The whole season, though, then the season goes out. It's not like an episodic where you do it and you have to actually shoot each episode, you know, for the next week.
Yep. Yeah, so we film it all. We get it all in the can. So that's all in my brain. You know, eight episodes for Bronx SIU. It was 8 episodes. I don't know, 12 different characters, not including day players. All in my head, simultaneously just spinning, and then we get into the edit room, and then we lay it all out.
So then, how hard is it to get distribution for a TV series compared to a movie? Because if you basically have to finish the whole series, then, or you don't have anything to show anybody.
Right. With A House Divided and Bronx SIU, Dan Garcia, the the executive producer, he brought connections and distribution ties through All Black, BET, and to an extent AMC. So he had distribution channels sort of locked in, and then with the Madness of David Judge, I knew enough people that I could make phone calls to, and we landed on Buffalo 8, a distributor that we had worked with a different side of their company with A House Divided. So they knew me well enough to at least look at what I was offering them, and it was really surprising. I didn't know if they were going to take it or not, because there's no one famous in the Madness of David Judge, but I think what we have going for us are a really talented crew.
Jeremy just looked back and forth. That's funny.
I mean, you're famous to me. You're famous to me. You're a superstar to me.
What you're saying is true, though. Like, because that's always what I produce a lot of movies, and like they always want to know who's in it, and so I immediately, when I found out about David Judge, I went to look and see who everybody's in it, and although everybody in it has phenomenal credits, nobody in it is a household name where you don't have to look them up to see who they are.
Right. It's a weird thing. It's like, it's now everybody hopefully will see their faces and they'll recognize them, so they'll become more popular.
Correct.
I think we got David Judge distribution so quickly, based solely off of the strength of the performances and the visuals of the show. I think we worked really hard. Those are the things we could control, right? We can control our performances, we can control what it looks like, and we just took our time doing it, and we tried not to cut corners. And we got a couple offers kind of right out of the gate. There was that one who approached us. They saw a rough cut of the trailer before sound effects and stuff, and they started making us offers. And I was like, I want to hold off a little bit and see who else comes out there. And Buffalo 8's a pretty decent size distribution company. So when they came, I was like, we just got to go with them. Yeah.
No, it looks really good, because like first of all, we bring on 2 guests every week, and sometimes I just like the people, even though the movies are terrible. And sometimes we bring, like, Ron's been in some movies that had really good budgets because they wasted money, like the movies didn't look that good. And then we've had people come on with like no budgets at all, and their shit looks like really good. So we've had a little bit of everything, that comes on. And it looks like you guys had an actual big budget to do it. It looks really good, because I've watched the whole series, so I've seen all of it. So, I know how good it really looks. And I also know it wasn't a huge budget, so that you guys have really accomplished, something that a lot of people are not talented enough to do.
Well, that's what I mean. It's interesting that you bring that up, because it's like we've both been in this industry for 15, 20-ish years. Long time. And so early on, I had this train of thought of like, oh, this is what making movies is. And then so after I've worn a couple, because I've done acting, I've done stunts, I've done grip and electric work, was just like camera assist stuff. So I've seen it from several different angles. And so it's always funny when one of my non-film friends watches something and they go, oh, it was a good movie, or oh, it was a bad movie. And I'm like, regardless of what type of movie it is, the fact that you saw it was an accomplishment. Because I can't tell you how many things I've been a part of that never saw the light of day.
Yes.
And so it's like, even just getting something out there for public consumption is a feat. Now, what it is that you put out there, if it's good or not, that's a completely different ball game. But this one was one of the first ones that I did that, like, I honestly did not know what we were making. I didn't, and it was my fault. But it wasn't. Jeremy knew what we were making, but it was, I had to go into a place and like, I really don't know what was happening. And so like the majority of our shoot was really just this one lake house. And then we took a couple of days up in Jackson, and then like a day in the city and stuff like, yeah. So like a few little, but the majority of the shoot was in this one place. And like, I got so lost that there were days that I just would have to come to Mike and be like, you got to tell me what day this is. Cause I'm so far gone. I don't even know. And so like to tie it back in is it's an interesting thing of watching the final product. And I mean, like, really, like this is and I've told him this before, like it looks good. The performances are great. Sound is amazing. Like there are all these little key issues that I've seen stuff on Netflix. I've seen stuff on several streaming shows where it's like, if one of those is just a little off, it takes you out. It really like if sound design is off, it takes me out. I can't handle like dubbed lines. Like that's just a person. Yeah. It's, as soon as I see you dub something, I'm going. Subtitles I can do. Dub, it takes me out. And so this is one of the first projects that I've been a part of from the beginning to the end that I honestly can say, like, I'm proud of the whole process. Like it's a great project.
It looks really good. It looks like you had a budget. It's done very well. We see a lot of stuff, and to change the perspective a little bit. So I think anybody who makes a film and gets it distributed, whether it's good or bad, is a huge feat because lots of people talk about it, but not many people actually do it. So even though like I have a friend who I don't want to say who he is or what the movie is, but like, you know, he has several movies that he's made for under $10,000, and every one of them generates about $150,000 worth of revenue. He gets them all distributed. He makes, you know, money, and even though they're not the greatest movies ever, they're not terrible. I've seen other people's movies that cost $400,000 or $500,000 that are worse than these $10,000 movies. You know, so they're not like terrible. They're not the greatest, but he makes a nice living. You know, he does 2 or 3 of them a year, and he makes a ton of money.
And that's the interesting thing about like a business is that there's the business side of it, and then there's the art side of it. And so right off the bat, when somebody watches something, it's like, well, was this made for profit or was this made for art? And if I feel as though if you can really make the two of those come together, that's where the win is.
Yeah.
You know?
We should tell everybody too. You can follow Mike on Instagram. He's at Michael Mayhall, not Mike, but Michael Mayhall. And Jeremy, I don't know what yours is since I didn't know you were coming on.
It's Jeremy Sandy.
JEREMYSANDE. So let's talk about some different stuff. This is stuff I always like to talk about, and there's 2 of you. So you guys have done all kinds of stuff in all different roles. So this is like a bucket list question that I like to ask everybody. And so bucket list first, male and female actor, living or dead, that you would like to have worked with, and they could be living or dead. And then the second half of the question for each one of you will be, if you could have ever been in any movie that's ever been made, what movie would you like to have been in?
You go first. Yeah, you first.
So I actually got my bucket list.
Yeah.
3 years ago. I'm an 80s kid. I was born in 81. Die Hard was one of my favorite movies as a kid, and I got to work with Bruce Willis before he retired. Like,
good for you.
That was my, like, to have a scene with Bruce Willis. I was like, I'm good. I can check out. I'm awesome. And it was just, you know, those moments, like as a kid, that you just never think that you're gonna, you know, oh, this is so far out of the realm, and then just standing there one day going like, holy shit, that's John McClane. Like, just that was wild. As far as movies of all time,
female, you got to give me a female one too.
Female,
male and female, so that way, Mike, you can be thinking about it.
I would say, God, it's a toss-up. Either Julia Roberts or Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren.
Yeah, one of those two. One of those two. Like, absolutely.
If you ever worked with Julia Roberts, you'd quit the business.
Yeah, they say she's kind of a bitch.
She is a total horrible bitch, I heard. Anyone that worked with her, they all left set hating her.
Really?
Yeah. Terrible.
And J-Lo. We have a friend who was in a J-Lo video, and she told us stories live on the air with J-Lo. Like,
you
weren't allowed to look her in the eye.
No.
You weren't allowed to say anything to her. If you looked her in the eye and she caught you, you got fired.
We have heard so much stuff from people that come on here. We could write a book.
Yeah, no, you could.
Now, just because you're famous doesn't mean you could shit on people.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of people that I have never worked with anybody that I've only worked with big people who are nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have never had a bad encounter, because if I did, I'd tell them, listen, you little fuck, who do you think you are? You still fart, shit, and pee, so knock it off.
Give us a movie, Jeremy. What movie would you have liked to have been in? Any movie that's ever been made?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Great. We just watched that recently, actually.
Hands
down.
down.
The Lost Ark. I'm a big Harrison Ford fan, too.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
He was very nice.
Yeah.
He was shooting in Manhattan, and I was walking down 3rd Avenue with my young daughter.
Yeah.
And we like to look in the window with all the little puppies in the pet store. And one of the wise guys there said, come on, move it, get those kids out of here. Come on, move it. So I walked up to Harrison and I said to him, listen, can you get these people to be nice to the children? In between shots, let them look at the puppies. Then when you're shooting, of course, they're not in the scene. He said, I'm sorry about that. He walked over to that guy and told that guy, let the kids look in the window at the puppies. Harrison Ford is a gent in my book.
Yeah, no, actually, when I lived in New York City, I got to wait on him and Callista Flockhart once, and just it was the hardest thing to just take out the fact that this was Han Solo and Indiana Jones and just a guy with his wife having dinner. And I'm like, don't fanboy, don't fanboy.
And that show that Callista Flockhart was on was one of my favorite shows back in the day. Ally
McBeal.
Yeah,
great show.
It was a great show.
Yeah. 50 years ago, my experience was 65 years ago. All the stars that were big knew better than to not behave on a set. They knew better because they knew word would get out. But today they don't give a damn. They really don't.
It's that, but there's also so much going on today where, like, you know, back then it was
movie stars were rare, right? It was
right.
It was just, now you've got, you know,
if he does something
Instagram
bad today, somebody's
stars,
going to do something
and
bad tomorrow that people will forget all about what Mike did. You know.
So just so you guys know, one of Ron's best friends, she actually passed away after she left his house, with Jane Russell.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're old enough to know who Jane Russell is, but
yeah.
Jane Russell was his best friend. He did work with Elizabeth Taylor. He knew Betty Davis. Huh?
No relation, Ron Russell, Jaden.
No. Oh, no. So Ron, back in the day, was a female impersonator in straight clubs, and he actually sang in his own voice, and he impersonated Jane Russell
for
many years. And then he actually met her one day, and they became fast friends. And for the last 10 years of her life, they were like best friends.
That's awesome.
Did she meet you when you were impersonating her?
No.
No.
No, he actually had an epiphany where a book fell, a Jane Russell book fell. What's the Jane? You only have a couple minutes. You got to.
It's a long story, but it was something that happened in my house where I was getting a book out of the bookcase and another book fell down, and the book was laying on the floor open where she had just lost her second husband and what she was going through. And I had just lost my partner of 42 years. So I took the book and read it, and I said to my daughter, we have to find Jane Russell.
And so they went
and
looking her.
we went looking for her. We found her. And when we met, we just became the best of friends. And we stayed in each other's homes. We traveled together. Jane was like my sister. I took her name, Russell. And she was very, very happy with that. She was flattered. So she was a star. And Jane Russell would help another actor. She wouldn't hinder an actor by being nasty to intimidate them. Today, a lot of actors that are big, my hearing aid fell out. Shit. Today, a lot of actors that are big, they intimidate the people they work with by doing that. You don't go in your trailer and not talk to the people that you are working with.
I'm
with you.
I won't drop names.
Wait, go ahead.
But like there was one time that I was working on it's an Oscar-winning film that was shot down in New Orleans, and I was doing crew work, and production kind of came out and was like, okay, so blank is portraying a very much an asshole, and it's just going to be easier for him to just stay that way. So if you see him, just leave him alone. There wasn't any kind of like punishment for doing anything, but it was just kind of known like blank. Blank is not gonna. And so there was one night we were shooting this scene in an Italian diner, and I'm like walking out of set with what's called ball busters. They're like 45-pound sandbags.
Come here. Okay. Sorry, this is my dog who's been whining underneath to be a part of things.
They're called ball busters. They're like 45-pound sandbags that we put on like combos and mama stands. And so I have 4 of these. So I have like 200 pounds in my hand that I am walking through this doorway, and up walks this actor, and he's standing in the doorway, and we make eye contact, and he literally just sitting there smoking his cigarette, just looked at me, and I'm going, okay, all right, you win. And so I backed my 200 pounds up, and I let him go through, and I went on about my business. couple of weeks go by, and at the wrap, he literally went by and like thanked every crew member for letting him just be in his space. And I was like, that's cool. Like,
okay, at least that was an acknowledgement that, hey, I was a dick.
Like, thank you so much, because it's, and I get it. Like,
I knew Betty Davis. And Betty Davis said to me, you know, everybody thinks I'm a bitch. I said, well, you act a bitch all the time, so of course people think you're a bitch. And she said, but I'm not. She said, I know that if I'm on a set and there's somebody that's afraid of me, I can tell when we're acting together they're afraid of me. She said, so I go out of my way to friend them and, you know, have a coffee with them to be civilized. Because, you know, in those days, Hollywood built up stars where they were, my God, the gods, you know. So if you went on the set, you were terrified because you're going to work with Betty Davis, the scene. You go, la, 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 la. And today they don't care about that. I was in a movie. I'm supposed to be in a movie, if we ever get funded, where I play Kevin Bacon's father. Yeah, and that's a pretty good role. But the only problem is I look younger than Kevin Bacon. So the directors or the producers said, "Can you get old, Ron? Can you look old?"
Actually, they don't know how old you are.
I'm 85. I'm 85.
You told us, yeah, but you don't look 85.
No, not at all.
No,
he works a lot still. He still works a lot.
It goes against me sometimes.
Hold on, we have to go back to Mike because everybody in the chat room wants to know what his
I
picks
want
are.
to hear that. But you're not going to name the guy.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, they're not going to name him.
Off camera, you'll tell me.
I'll tell you off camera.
So what was the question? It was who would you like to work with, guy and girl?
Male and female, living or dead, and whatever, any movie that's ever been made. What movie would you have liked to have been in?
Any movie that I would love to have been in Lord of the Rings.
That's a good one.
Like, yeah. Just to be in those. Let's see. I would love to work with Emma Thompson because
that's a good one.
She's just brilliant. She's just amazing. And I would love to, and the director side of me would like to work with James Gunn. I think he's a great writer.
Yeah.
He's a great writer and a great visual storyteller, and he just understands character and nuance so well. I would love to work with him.
I love all his stuff
James
too.
Gunn, he said?
No, James Gunn. He's a big director. He does like superhero a lot. He did the new Superman.
He did the new Superman, Guardians of the Galaxy, you know. They were
Suicide Squad.
Yep.
I think he did the second one. So wait, give us an actor though that you would like to work with.
An actor. Oh gosh, there's like a cajillion of them. Oh man, his name just jumped right out of my head. He played the Punisher.
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal, right?
He's a good one.
He's so intense. Like he's just so intense. I would love to like work with him and just.
So when the Walking Dead came out, so I used to be a clothing designer and I would give clothes to people and meet them and at conventions. And so John Bernthal went to it when Walking Dead first hit and he was really big, his first convention, and he brought his fucking 200-pound pit bull that was sitting next to him. And I swear to God, everybody was afraid to talk to him.
I'd be afraid too.
He was really nice, though. I actually didn't go to his table, but I saw him at the event, and I talked to him. But I was afraid to go to the pit bull because the dog was so big, which is funny. But all right, we're out of time, you guys. But you guys, first of all, the madness of King Judge.
Madness of David Judge.
David, I did it again. Judge, you guys. It's on Tubi. It's free. Watch it. In a couple of weeks, we're gonna get a few of the other cast members and do like a 45-minute cast of the Judge show. I think you guys will like it. It's really good. So watch it. We want to thank you, Mike, for coming on, and Jeremy, you were an added bonus, and we'll see you again soon.
Hey, thank you guys.
And we enjoyed it. So everybody go watch it, and we'll see you guys later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Don't forget, you got to tell me the actor.
Oh, yeah. I'll get it from Mike. Okay. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks, chat room. See ya.
Jimmy, this is MC and Ozzy. I'm just chilling with a Star Aro sitting down and designing. Why every man in a thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC. You can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes.
pose of Jimmy. Beige, punk, yo, wanna be Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
We'll take you out.